So we are nearing the end of 2024. This is an exciting time. It just is. Like whether you had a great year or not a great year, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is right now and how you're going to move forward. So I titled this Closing the Door on 2024, right? And, considering the things that we should perhaps leave behind as we move forward to the new. So, 2, 2, 4, that was 8. That was an 8 year. That was a cycle year. Okay, look at that. Are my cards upside down? No, they're not. Magician in reverse. Magician in reverse. And I have a habit of reading backwards, so let's see what's next. So, closing the door on 2024. Ace of Pentacles. I'm still kind of looking at this Magician. Because when it's in reverse, either you are not feeling powerful or it's a manipulative energy. Okay, not utilizing your tools to your advantage. Oh, these are really just falling out here. Okay, 3 of Hearts. Temperance and the Queen of Hearts. Sorry, Queen of Hearts, Queen of Cups. I need to say that again. I said 3 of Hearts. I mean 3 of Swords, but why am I saying 3 of Hearts? Why am I saying Queen of Hearts? There's a reason somewhere for that. Okay. So what are we closing the door in on 2024? I think definitely not standing in your power. If you are manipulative, stop doing that or stop allowing someone to manipulate you. This Ace of Pentacles, the ace is the beginning of something, and I'm hearing for you to stop playing small, to be willing to show up. Know that 2025 is a growth year for you. The stories that you've told yourself, like when I look at this, it's the 3 of Swords, but I almost look at it as a 5 of Swords. Like you need to reinvent your story and utilize the pain for your benefit. Find the opportunity within the hurt, right? So, because what's happening here is if you don't learn certain lessons, you're going to keep repeating them. Oh my gosh. And there's nothing worse than that. You don't want to keep repeating unnecessary lessons. Like get it, figure it out, take the time. Sit down, because this heartache, this difficulty, this strife, it is what is blocking you from showing up in your full might and authority. It really is. And when I look at this, I feel like God has been patient, waiting for you to kind of get it together, right? This has been over a course of time that you've been in this energy. This Queen of Cups. What I'm looking at is her hand on the cup. For whatever reason, is that blurry? For whatever reason, that has my attention. Let's drill down on that. Why the hand on the cup? I understand the traditional meaning, but in this instance, with leaving 2024 at the door, look what flew out, the devil. When I see her hand on the cup, because I felt that there was something in there. This hand on the cup reminds me of Pandora's box, and out comes all these things that shouldn't come in. And there's a unwillingness to rip in. There should be an unwillingness to repeat certain things or be latched to, tied to, committed to, stuck with old behaviors, patterns, ways, addictions, people, like the things that are not serving you. That is not what you want to unleash. That is not what you want more of. So the instruction here is for you to be honest with yourself and identify what those things are. What are the things that are holding you back? What are the thoughts, the reoccurring thoughts that you have? be it about yourself, be it about other people, that cause you to be chained and stuck in a situation, a way of being, a way of living this life that you actually don't want. Because there's a call for you to be strategic about getting out of this, right? This here's a Five of Swords. Remember I said that this Three of Swords, for some reason, is reminding me of the Five of Swords because we have the three handles, but these two things, the blade of the sword coming out. Meanwhile, this blade is, likely down there with the flame on it, illuminating the path, because the truth is, sometimes the answer isn't plain and in front of us. Sometimes it is buried in an unpleasant situation. But for the real Five of Swords to come out, I'm just curious, what is the connection between the Three of Swords that I perceived as five and then the actual five coming out? I mean, it's affirmation that I was right, but that's not the point. Okay. So what do we have here? This is Seven of Cups. These are options. And this is Nine of Wands, defensive, protective, or protected, standoffish. Yeah. You will not carry forward the standoffish behavior that you've had in 2024 because it doesn't serve you. It actually, when I see these Seven of Cups, it causes confusion. It doesn't allow you to move and focus with clarity. It's preventing that. It's a block. I'm looking here, right, at this card, the Seven of Cups, and I'm seeing all these symbols. So clearly here, this is the moon. This one here, is that Venus? Is it Venus? I have a chart. This one here, I'm pretty sure that's, okay, that's Mercury. That's the sun. This is Jupiter. This is Saturn. This is Venus. And what is that one? Could that be Mars? I believe that's Mars. So my question, I'm just going to turn the cards like this because that's the connecting force. My question was, what is the link between the perceived Five of Swords when it's really a three, or a three that I saw as five because of the blades coming out at the end, and then the real Five of Swords showing up? I'm getting a few messages here. One is that you're manifesting certain negative things in your life. So you have to be careful with what it is that you think about because you are creating your own self-harm. That's one message for some of you. The other message is that you're able to sense things before they actually show up. I'm hearing to pull one more card. Okay. One more card for final clarity on the Three of Swords, Five of Swords, Seven of Cups, and Nine of Wands. But the defensiveness that you have, it's not that it's not warranted. It's just sometimes something can be a good thing in that moment. And when you hold on to something for too long or you keep doing something a certain way for too long, it then becomes a hindrance. And you're in a position where this protectiveness, this unwillingness, this cold shoulder-ishness is holding you back. And look, see, Page of Pentacles in reverse. It's holding you back from opportunities that are available to you. And we talked about that already. These two cards are reinforcing these cards. Like, this message is a reinforcement of one another. And what has happened in 2024 is that you allowed the negative connections that you had, your mindset, your behaviors, your indulgences, be it, overspending or sexual or drinking or drugs or something that you're doing too much of that started to get a hold of you in your life that weakened you and it interfered with your opportunities. And it continues to interfere. You do have the ability to turn this around, though. You do. Let me see something. These are the only... Yeah, those are the only 2 pentacles on the board. Well, plus that one, if we include the one that the magician has. All right. Let's see. I want to take a look at the energy that is surrounding you. So in case you're curious, the first deck that I used is my Spellcasters. This is one of the very first decks that I ever got when I started getting into tarot. And then the next deck I'm going to use for landscape. Oh, sorry. The next deck I'm going to use is called Landscapes. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see. So can you please give me a card? You know what? I didn't pray. Dear God, thank you so much for allowing me to be here. I'm so completely grateful to you. I'm thankful that I have the time, the space, the energy that you created and made a way for me to be here. This card, one more. Okay. I'm not sure what that's for. I mean, I have an idea what this one more card is for. I'm going to put it over there. Okay. So this card is the card of the energy that has been surrounding you through 2024. And then this next card is going to be your 2025 energy, okay? So it has been, again, Pentacles, 7. 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles is harvest, but it was in reverse. So you're not really harvesting. You're not seeing the fruits of your labor yet. You're not seeing it yet. What is the energy that's going to be around you in 2025? Look at that, 10 of Wands. It'll be, honestly, it'll be a bit of a long road, right? Like every reading can't be flowers and rainbows, but there's nothing wrong with that. You are on a journey. You are on a path. This is reminiscent to me of the 10 of Pentacles, meaning you're learning, improving, growing, taking your time on the path, the journey of life to get to where you need to be, right? Let me just take a peek and see if they say anything about the 10 of Wands. Yeah, see? So look here. It says, along the road in the hills, a lonely donkey frees herself from the cart, which has already lost a large part of the load of hay, right? So again, that's these things in reverse. That's this burden, this 9 of Wands burden. Interesting that we had the 9 of Wands in the previous deck, and then here we are with the 10 of Wands. So it's a continuing. The positive thing about this is that you're seeing your way through, right? But this is the beginning of your 2025, and that's okay, right? I want you to know that it's okay. Because you are realizing certain things that you want to close the door on for 2024 that you don't necessarily want to repeat into 2025. And there are things that are going to be coming to a close in 2025. It is not a light switch. It is not because, oh, well, now it's January 1st, 2025, the past is erased. No, sometimes we still have to walk things through. We still have to make our way along the path. So it says here, within the landscape of the 10 of Wands, you learn the limits of your sense of responsibility. You cannot carry every burden. To continue, you must leave something behind. This couldn't be more perfect. You must forget. The road requires lightness, just like the wings of joy sprouting for those who are already light. So there's a requirement for you to have flexibility to be able to navigate the twists and turns that you're going to be on. And these aren't necessarily negative. I just want you to know that. I want you to know that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pull a crystal, like a crystal card. This is the Crystal Magic Tarot. Can you see? There. the Crystal Magic Tarot because, dear God, what energy would be helpful to them? I'm hearing I should take this one. Look at that. The Lovers, tourmaline quartz. Tourmaline. Okay, Google. I'm wondering if this is tourmaline that I have here. Or is this the one that starts with an S? Hold on. Okay, Google, what is the role of tourmaline quartz?
On the website inmindjewelry.com, they say, tourmaline quartz is a crystal that will help you eliminate destructive patterns.
Yes.
It's
Look
also
at
a
that.
powerful crystal that will ground and protect you. It's an excellent shield crystal that will amplify energies that are sent your way.
Perfect. Perfect. Can you believe that? I took this stone out because I figured I haven't read for a while. I'm getting back into the ethers and the atmosphere, and let me have this out for myself. That's supposed to be me there, right? And then out comes the Lovers for you, because I said, let's get a crystal. That'll help. And you heard what Google just said. I'll do it one more time for you. Okay, Google, please repeat.
On the website inmindjewelry.com, they say tourmaline quartz is a crystal that will help you eliminate destructive patterns. It's also a powerful crystal that will ground and protect you. It's an excellent shield crystal that will amplify energies that are sent your way.
Like, this is amazing. And so this is also about your intentions, right? Stepping into 2025. It says the Lovers here at the bottom. The Lovers about the masculine and the feminine energy and the unification within yourself. Sorry. Right? This is about alignment. This is about knowing when to lean more on your feminine or your masculine, depending on the situation. I'm hearing right now that you need to seize more of the masculine energy within you to help to turn this around. You require that. You're to keep a lid on your feelings because to an extent, this isn't about emotion. We've got quite a bit of emotion here. We've got Temperance in the water. We've got the Queen of Cups. We've got the Three of Swords, which is the heart, right? We've got the Seven of Cups here again. To me, when I see these pentacles, it's about work and effort. It's about time and growth and cultivating. It's about seasonality. And we just came off of, was it the new moon in Capricorn, I believe? They also call it the black moon because it's like 2 new moons at once or something. I'm not an astrologist, okay, so. But yeah, like, you need to leave. Your emotions aren't bad. You need to know when to turn them on, to turn them off, when to cover them, when to keep them to yourself. Because when you get into a certain emotion, it causes you to fall back in this area, which stops your growth and your opportunities. It's actually, and you might be hurting financially. I just heard that for you. Page of Pentacles in reverse. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. This Magician has a pentacle that's in reverse. Right? And there's such good abundance waiting here for you. There's no question about that. There's no question. You are at the tail end of a difficulty. And what I want for you is to turn your mind around. I'm going to pull a strategy card for you. It's from my deck, the Book of 5 Rings. Okay. I'm going to pull that for you. What is the strategy that my sweet viewer needs moving into 2025? What is a strategy, a tip, an insight that they need that could be helpful to them as they move forward? Oh, there you go. Okay. Okay, so it says here, it is said that the warriors is the twofold way of pen and sword, and he should have a taste for both ways. Isn't that something? Oh, like I just finished talking to you about the lovers and the duality and learning how to balance and what to choose. And then we have here that you need to learn the way of the pen and the way of sword. And I was saying that you need to lean more on your masculine, right? Because I was seeing taking some action. And so when I look at this, I see the sword as an action, right? Waving it around, defending yourself, what have you. And the pen of the feminine energy, a more gentle, still intelligent, but a different way of accomplishing the same goal. So it says here, making a living should not prevent you from making a life. Too much of anything is bad. Amen. Look at that. Even if it's good in small doses, a balanced life means making time for the things you have to do and the things you want to do. Finding the balance creates the necessary time and space to live your best life. And remember, it's in your hands. No one will organize a work-life balance for you. The balance has to be within you. And that's interesting because I was talking about the within and knowing when to lean on one and the other. And for some of you, this message can be exactly that. It could be about work and not balancing. And I failed to mention that actually, that maybe some of the difficulty that you're feeling has to do around work, right? Has to do with not having enough work or enough hours, the economy, right? All those things could be impeding your worry about what's next. How will I manage? How will I do this? You know, I'm not getting enough at work, or I've started a new job and I'm not sure, you know, if things are going to go well, if I'll be able to stay, if I'm doing things right. And sometimes when you have that worry, again, that stress from work, it leaches out into other areas and it can kick off some of your vices. That's interesting. Okay. Let me just see. Let me see. Okay, not this one. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to shut the door. Okay. Very interesting. So what would I like to do for you? Let's see. I'm going to give you a message from the Priestess of Light, okay? The Priestess of Light. Geez, I haven't touched this deck in forever, so let's see what message there is here for you. Thank you so much, God, for this reading, because we're closing the door on 2024, right? We know what we're closing the door on, and now we're learning what it is that we need to do and the energy that we're moving forward in. Right? So there's going to be a unification of the masculine and feminine energy within, learning and knowing how to deal with it, looking at the patterns in your life and what you don't want to carry forward anymore. What is it that you don't want to unleash? What are some of the things that you want to keep to yourself? Because you're allowed to have your secrets. You're allowed to have your privacy. You don't have to let everybody up in and through, knowing all your business all the time. It's unnecessary. Right? Look at some of the ways in which you've spent money or invested. Do you need to spend less? Do you need to reorganize your finances? I'm hearing that for you, right? And also on a certain level, it's also about making wiser choices as well. Okay? As I said, I believe that's the moon, Capricorn, Jupiter, Saturn, Venus, and I want to say Mercury, if I didn't say it already. So I would encourage you, because there is a message there for you as well, for you to do a little bit of extra work to make this reading more personalized for you. But at this present moment, December 31st, or if you want January 1st, in all honesty, anyway, whenever you see this reading, look and see what is going on in these particular signs in your chart to give you an indication as to what will be coming up for you, okay? If you want to go further, You can get your natal chart, and then whenever you see this message, you can do your transits and kind of see where things have shifted, because your initial natal chart, that's when you were born. But there are transits and changes as you know, go through time and evolve. And so it could be interesting to see, okay, well, you know, I was born with my sun in Scorpio, but right now it's in Leo. And so I think, in all honesty, the right way to use the signs, again, I'm not an astrologist, but it hit me today. It's not that, oh, I'm a Leo and I only read Leo readings. No. If you are doing something around being seen, where's your sun right now? And how is that affecting you? And what is the energy of the sun in that particular sign, right? Or if there's Mercury, well, Mercury is about communication. So when you look and see what sign it's in, what is the general energy of this sign? And is it that I'm going to have difficulty communicating about finances, or talking with my family, or career, or my health, right? That's how you use it. It is a constant moving thing. You are not stagnant. You are not always one sign, always and forever. Because then you're going to miss out on some important pieces, okay? Let's see, there's one more thing. Yeah, and this is air, which makes sense because these things are up in the sky. Yeah, moon, sun, Venus, like all the planets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, Google, how many planets were the original planets? Is it 7?
On the website Quora.com, they say 7 planets were placed in orbit around it in an order of increasing distance from the Earth, as established by the Greek Stoics: the Moon, Mercury, Venus, the Sun, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn.
Look at that.
This list included 2 objects, the Sun and the Moon, which are now known not to be planets.
Okay. Isn't that something 5? Like, there's going to be change, okay? Because we've got, I'm going to say a 5, 5, 5. Yes, this is 3 swords. I initially saw it as 5. Yes, this is actually 5 of swords. This is 7 planets. And they just finished saying that the sun and the moon are not planets. So now it's 5. So 5, 5, 5 is, I think, a signifier for you. It's an important moniker for you to pay attention. When you see that number, it's simply a reinforcement. Okay. All right. Oh. Well, this is going to be your card. Look at that. Solar Radiance, Phoenix Rising. I love it. The numbers here are 53. So 5 is Hierophant, 3 is Empress, and 8 is a Chariot. So this is about you moving forward, this soul radiance, right? So the energy that you are moving into 2025 with is a radiance of yourself. And that comes from knowing oneself, being honest, looking back, reflecting, knowing who you are. When you know who you are, people can't tell you shit about yourself. They can't tell you things that, oh my gosh, I can't believe they said that. No. You know you, okay? You know you. Don't let anybody shock you about yourself. Know yourself inwards, outwards, upwards, downwards, every angle. But this soul radiance, this is about a rectifying. So when we see the Magician in reverse, this is about you coming out of it. You're coming out of it. You're turning the page, okay? And that's what you're going to be focused on in 2025. So let me read you this card, number 53. You know what's beautiful about that? 53 is the last card in this deck. And remember, I already told you, you got the 10s here. You're on a path, but the 10 is also about completion. So 10 to the 1, right? And then 53 is about soul radiance. And then it says, the Radiant Priestess calls out that your ultimate victory is at hand. Yes, yes. Her arms and wings are raised in salutation. A new beginning is, oh my gosh. A new beginning is arriving after a long and perhaps difficult time. In fact, you are about to take the flight of the phoenix and rise above the ashes of some old unwanted fire. Come on now. This fire may have taken different forms. Work, we just talked, see? Work, finances, relationships. Oh my gosh, health. This is wild. Okay. It may have seemed like an interminable dry spell, a lengthy period of waiting for change. Remember, 555, okay? Where are we here? Or longing for a resolution, temperance. Or the fire may have been much more severe, involving loss, anxiety, and deep grief, right? So that's that Three of Swords. That's that devil energy as well. There may even have been times when you felt the difficulties would consume you. This card is telling you that those times are coming to an end. Freedom arises, but don't forget the source of real power and freedom is always within you. We talked about that, okay? Again, the power is within you as well with the Queen of Cups. When you find yourself living through a dark night of the soul, remember the presence and truth of your spirit. Your soul's resonant frequency vibrates with divine light that no darkness can diminish. It is only when you obsess about your personal problems, right? And that obsession to me is like this Nine of Wands energy here, okay? It's only when you obsess about your personal problems that you feel surrounded by loss and limitation. That limitation, this Nine of Wands here, being trapped, being defensive, excuse me. But you must let that false view go. Remember? It will not go into 24. What we shutting the door on, okay? Real solutions arise when you open up to the power of your eternal truth and perspective. So if you're still trying to overcome a difficult situation, or if something has caused self-doubt or a loss of courage, pause. Meditate on your own unending light. For it is this divine frequency, your own soul's radiance, that will finally lift you above the old limitations into free, unfettered light. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And again, this light, like if we turn this pain around, we've got light. We've got the sun. We've got a happy ending. We see the sunrise coming over the fields there. Over here with the Magician went upright, we see the sun raising behind. You understand? You understand that? Even though there's a bit of shadow, there's sunlight behind this ridge. Your affirmation, it says, I feel the power of my soul radiating outward in beautiful, resonant vibrations. Success is coming to me now. I want you to say that for the whole month of January. Success is coming to me now. Success is coming to me now. Success is coming to me now. When you're going to bed, say it until you fall asleep. Success is coming to me now. Success is coming to me now. Success is coming to me now. When you get up to brush your teeth in the morning, you look in the mirror, success is coming to me now. You will say it and 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 say it until you believe it. Success is coming to you now. The long, dark night of the soul, whatever things were in 2024 that were not serving and helping you, that need not pass the threshold into the new, will be left behind. Okay? Wow, I love that. I love that for you. I want to do one more thing. I want to give you a spirit animal, okay? So it'll just reinforce this message for you, all right? So the important number for you is 5, 3, or 8, okay? 5, 3, or 8. You might even want to include a 6 in any combination that you see it. Can I please get a spirit animal for my lovely... Oh, well, those fell on the floor. We're going to leave them. And we're going to take this one for my lovely viewer. So what is it? Vulture spirit. Oh my God, nothing is wasted. That's hilarious because when I said not taking things that don't work, leave it, like nothing is wasted. Whatever you went through, not wasted. Whatever you're going through now, not wasted. Whatever will be in the future, not wasted. All things are working together for your good, all of it. So let's read this one. So again, and look at that, interesting. This is card 53 and this card is 63. And this vulture has a crown on their head. Oh, let's get that. Okay. My table's getting ridiculous. I have too many decks out. Okay, let's move this as well. Okay. Sorry, I just like a somewhat organized space. I don't like it when it's messy. Okay. All right. Number 63. Nothing is wasted. Could I zoom in? Yeah, I can. There we go. Okay. It says, what seems hideous has its own beauty, and the recycling and repurposing the vulture does. What? What seems hideous has its own beauty, and the recycling and repurposing, got it, the vulture does, is as important as any other activity in nature that supports the cycle of life. Vulture's spirit message is that nothing is wasted. For nature sees value in everything that exists. What seems rotten and ugly has the potential to be transmuted into something beneficial, which is so beautiful with the soul radiance, right? And the fact that we have a difference in this 10 is almost like this completion, like this 10 here is the gap in the middle, right? You are reminded that any suffering you've experienced has not gone to waste. Wisdom and understanding that arose from the experience are talismans that will serve you on your journey whenever you go. What is decaying is only changing form and will fertilize the seeds you wish to plant. Here they are standing in a field, grass, plants. Turning that which has passed away into the substance that will support new growth. All that you might wish to deny or discard has value and can be repurposed and reintegrated into the new you that you are becoming and the new life that you are dreaming into being. No pain was in vain and no experience was wasted, for you have the power to use it to co-create something far better. This is the miracle in your partnership with Spirit. Okay? That's the miracle. So while we're talking about shutting the door in 2024, there are certain habits you don't want to bring along, but that was the learning, right? And you learned about yourself. You learned about other people. You learned about your resilience, your tenacity. You learned where and how maybe sometimes you give up and you're tired and you can't. You learned where you didn't have enough boundaries or needed more boundaries, or whatever the case is. So take that learning, but you don't have to bring all of the baggage with you, right? Take the good stuff and leave the rest. This is where you separate the wheat from the chaff, or the chaff, however you want to say it. That was great. So listen, the reminders for you are number 5, 3, or 8, 6, 3, or 9, and and when you see a bird that represents a vulture, that looks like a vulture, that is to remind you and bring you back to this message. So I just want to tell you, thank you so much for listening. I wish you a blessed and amazing and wonderful continuance in your journey. And take some time to plant your seeds for what you want to grow this year. And remember, what was it again? Hold on. I think it was the Phoenix book. I just want to read you that mantra again. Where's the book now? Of course I can't find it now that I need it. I think it had to do with success. Shoot. I cannot find the book, and I literally just had it here. Anyway, success is yours. Roll back and find it in the video. Thank you so much for watching, and please come back. Bye.